welcome to the first ever Boden Hangout. We are live here at Somerset House in London. I'm Laura Laverne, delighted to be with you at this very special preview day for Boden's Spring Summer 2014 collection. It's the press day, everything's looking absolutely stunning as you've just seen, and we're going to be giving you a little taste of what's to come in the next 20 minutes or so as we pick the brains of some of our favourite fashion bloggers. So welcome everyone, hello.
Hi.
Hello. Today we have Boden's head designer, Justine, who's here. Hi Justine, all right. We've got Alison from blog That's Not My Age.
Hello.
Hello Alison, welcome. Laura Fantacci, who's from Red Magazine and wearing it today. Hello Laura. And we also have Christine from a wonderful blog called Fashion Chips, who's come all the way from the Netherlands. Welcome.
Hi.
Hello. Also online, we want to say hi to our lovely Boden customers who are at home on both sides of the pond. Hello Angela. Hi, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome. And then we've got Zoe. Hello Zoe.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Hello.
Welcome. Summer as well is there. Hello Summer. Hi there. And Jeanette.
Hi.
Hello, Jeanette. Oh, there she is. Hello. Jeanette looks like she's sitting on a massive chair, but she's not. It's in a special Chesterfielded corner. Absolutely love that. Okay, so to give everybody a little taste of what's to come in spring, here we are. We're head to toe in the new collection, which is very exciting. I'm going to start with you, Laura.
Yeah.
What made you choose the pieces that you have to wear today?
Well, I'm a big promoter of a simple top and a statement trouser or a statement skirt. And I saw these stripy trousers and they were my choice.
I love them, and the black and white with the yellow is so clever.
It's quite a nice combination, isn't it?
Yeah.
The winter yellow.
You've got a metallic shoe as well.
Yes, I actually had these for summer as well, and I loved them. They're so comfortable, and I really like the high sheen silver, which is huge for next season.
Huge.
So I'm doing a bit of a winter and summer preview trend.
Okay. Well, with that in mind, I know that Jeanette, who's watching at home, loves your style, Laura. Jeanette, you've got a question for Laura, haven't you?
Hi,
I
Jeanette.
have indeed. Laura, I'm a big fan of your blog and I love your style and your eye for putting pieces together. But I was wondering, how do you create a signature look when there are so many gorgeous things to choose from each season?
Oh, hi Jeanette. Well, thank you very much. I agree with you, there is a huge choice out there, so that's why there are bloggers like us, and in my case I work for a magazine as well, that kind of pull the trends together and try and make it a bit easier for you. However, my tip would be to always think of your lifestyle, like whatever you're doing in the day, and choose a wardrobe that's kind of good for your lifestyle. So for example, for me, I love to wear a bit of a heel and a bit of a skirt, maybe a cashmere top, and whenever I find something that suits me, I tend to buy into that look and buy more of it. So if you find a color or a shape that suits you, do buy a few more of that style, and that creates a bit of a capsule wardrobe that you can go back to. So that would be my first tip.
Does that mean that you have to shop less often? Because if
Yes.
I would imagine that kind of extends the life of the pieces that you do buy.
Yes, as a matter of fact, this top, this cashmere, I'm a huge fan of cashmere. I have in basically every color, and I can just go and pick it and put it with my statement trousers.
So it's easier to get dressed.
Yeah, it's easier to get dressed.
Yeah.
So that would be exactly the point.
That's what it's all about, isn't it? Really, just being able to throw something on and look good, usually. But pretty good. Okay, well in that case I think we'll move on, Justine, to you and just ask you a little bit about the collection. It must be very cool seeing everybody here dressed in Boden and kind of doing their own thing with it as well.
On a day like today, the press day, you get all the fashionistas, lovely events like yourself, looking absolutely gorgeous. What's so nice is today we're in the middle of winter and it's raining outside and everyone looks so beautiful for spring coming forward, so great.
And it's nice that everybody can kind of style it their own way as well. I mean, that's part of it, isn't it?
It's nice, I think that's the special thing about Boden in terms of our customer. We don't just dress one sort of customer, we don't have just one sort of look. I think we never pigeonhole that sort of customer. We always think about their own personalities. So Lara over there with her lovely jewels, looking good, very, very glamorous, but equally you could just take your jewels off and dress down with a sort of pump or something like that. So
it's kind of a lifestyle.
It absolutely is, just like Lara was saying. Yeah.
Okay, well I think that's Summer who's joining us in the hangout. You've got a question for Justine, haven't you?
Hi Summer.
Hi Justine. What were the key inspirations or themes behind the Spring Summer 2014 collection?
Ooh, we have lots of inspirations, but I think this season one of our key inspirations was the whole sort of 1950s and 60s trend. I've got a rail of garments here to show you. I mean, Boden's really known for its sort of very feminine and pretty looks, and I think this really sort of encapsulates one of the key dress shapes for the season. So you've got that lovely swishy 50s feel and the sort of full skirted dress. Could take you on holiday, but also you could dress it up for special occasion. So the 50s and 60s is very important. We're really known for print, and what you can see on here is lots of vintage prints. Every season we go off to lots of antique fairs and vintage archives and pick out some great 50s and 60s print size. So that's a really key trend. Colour-wise, we love colour at Boden, and we particularly like for the season all these sort of ice creamy sort of sorbet colours, so that's a big trend for the season. Lots of neon there. Another key trend, stripes. There's so many stripes that we've got. We've got the little simple stripe.
Yeah. Amazing. And a little bit like the trousers.
Absolutely. So we've done stripes in small scales. Equally, I mean, that's amazing, that skirt. The big sort of panel stripes, so these are actually cut into the fabric, really special, and again in that sort of swishy skirt for the season. We've even...
We should mix prints. Are we allowed to, like, if we, because I quite like a stripe and a floral, Justine.
Absolutely, well, we're very good at that at Boden. We're quite a brave company. I think something like that, where you haven't got too many stripes, you could just take a little spotty top or something like that, and it would look quite quirky. Yeah. And I think that's the whole joy of Boden, where you've got that personality coming through, and it's just, you know, somebody might take a simple top, or they might take a print and wear it in a sort of a bit more of a daring way. I talked about spots, so we've seen the dress, but equally... I know, really key shirt for the season, very breezy. And in fact, because we're a British brand, let's not forget, we took lots of inspiration this season. In fact, one of the key themes for our press day was the whole British seaside. So we were looking at deck chair stripes here for one of our classic anorak type shapes. This is our rainy day Mac. The spots and the stripes, and just some lovely sort of pieces that you'd wear on holiday.
Very cute, in 60s again.
Great on the pin, absolutely.
What about metallic shoes? Because I want to ask about these boots. Obviously, Laura's in her metallic pointed flats.
Sorry, well I just...
Very glam looking pair of boots.
Absolutely. I mean, look at those. We were just saying this is a great piece just with your denim jeans. We've got a new shape of the jean this season, the boyfriend jean, and I just think those worn with a denim and just a really simple shirt.
So people are looking at those and thinking, well, I like them, but a bit brave.
Yeah, but quite a classic shape, and I think that's what we're so good at. We take a classic shape.
I might have to get them.
No, I think they're fantastic.
They're great.
I was desperately trying to work them into my outfit, but couldn't quite. Yeah, it wasn't quite working.
Lovely. Well, listen, I'm going to come next to you, actually. Thank you very much, Justine. Looking great. I wanted to ask you about your outfit. Alison, talk me through this.
Well, I'm from the Great British Seaside, so obviously I am feeling Blackpool, feeling right at home, head to toe Boden today, which is quite a departure from me, from what I normally would wear, because I live in kind of neutrals all the time, so looking quite colourful, Boden to the max, I think, today. So these are an abstract floral print trouser with a bit of a kind of Monet style look, I think. And a lightweight cashmere sweater, which is good, just in case they're going to hot flush or something. And some stripy shoes that are a bit like Laura's, but in a stripe.
You're doing the clashing print there.
I am doing a clashing.
So not only are you like in colour for the first time, but also a clashing print.
Yeah.
Just going for it.
I am.
I love that.
Big time.
No holds barred. Okay. Well, I think Angela has got a question for Alison. Are you there, Angela? Hi.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, hello, Angie.
Okay. Alison, your blog is all about aging stylishly. I wondered, have you always been so well dressed, or has it come in time?
Well, obviously, I'm going to say yes to that. But I am from Blackpool, which is hardly the centre of high fashion. But I studied fashion, and then I was a fashion editor on a magazine for many years. So I'd like to think I look the part. So I think you're going to see a photograph of me later, which you might disagree about that. Well, I've always had a keen interest in fashion, yes. But I actually think I look better as I'm getting older. I used to be a bit more experimental when I was younger, but now I just, prefer to sort of keep it quite simple and chic, really.
And have you found the experience of writing the blog has changed your attitude? Because I would imagine that would be quite a process of discovery about your own style. Because it's different to working on a big magazine, isn't it? It's much more personal.
It is more personal. It has actually, and I don't do lots of sort of today I'm wearing type posts. I mainly stay behind the dashboard, but I suppose, if I knew I was going to have a picture taken of the blog, I'd probably make a bit more of an effort.
Okay.
Like comb my hair and have a wash.
That's a good plan. It's a good tip. All the tips. Okay, next we've got a question for Justine from Zoe.
Hi, Justine. I was just wondering, the Boden customer is really diverse, so I'd really like you to describe the woman that you design for, please.
Ooh, well that's quite difficult. As you say, she is very diverse and we love it that way. We're a company that doesn't really pigeonhole our customers. We don't feel that, suddenly when you get to a certain age, you suddenly have to become a sort of unstylish person. I think we think of our customers much more in terms of their lifestyle. What they all want is versatile, effortless clothes. A bit like Laura was saying about her cashmere sweater. You can wear that at any age. It can take you through from, nipping down to the shops, dress it up a little bit for the evening. It's more about effortless, stylish clothes for a very carefree lifestyle. So much less about a type of customer. So we're not a company that sort of courts celebrities or anything like that.
Do you think she's busy, the Boden woman?
She's very, very busy. I mean, I know just from myself and all the people that work in the office and all our customers, they all say, we just don't have time for lots of clothes. We don't have time for lots of decision making. So they just want to pull out bits from their wardrobe that they know can just work together in lots of different ways. And that's really important to us.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, and I'm going to talk about Christine's outfit now, because we haven't done that yet. What are you wearing, Christine?
Well, I'm a bit like these two. I like to go for just a simple sweater, so I'm also wearing a cashmere sweater, but I'm wearing it over my own shirt, actually, because I like a little bit of layering. I tend to dress very simple, and I'm wearing metallic trousers today, but it's not something you would see me wear on a daily basis, so it's definitely something new. But I think just because I'm wearing it with a simple sweater, it's sort of not too dressy and it's still kind of, quite casual.
And you've got a lovely pair of heels on there as well.
Yeah, I saw the heels and I saw the bag and I like them both. I would never actually wear them together, but today somehow I am. But the bag I think is fantastic.
Not that bad.
That's just a day to night bag. We'll go with anything. So
looks fabulous. Love leopard print. It is a neutral.
I love it, and I love the fact that you've made a daytime look with that such glamorous fabric for the trouser.
That was sort of
great.
Yeah, they're very comfy as well. So
well, speaking of glamour, I think we have a question about heels, don't we? They're difficult to pull off when you're in mum mode sometimes. Jeanette, I think it was you who had a question on this.
Yeah, well, like you, Lauren, I'm a mum of 2 young children, so I spent most of my day in jeans and sweaters running around after them, but I still like to look stylish, so I was wondering if you've got any tips for looking stylish every day when you're a busy mum.
Yeah, I mean, yes, what do you think, Christine?
I couldn't actually
No, I think that was for you, Lauren.
Was for me?
Yes.
That was a question for me.
You're a busy mom.
Like immediately deferring to these guys. Wow.
We don't mind chipping in.
I kind of think you've just got to have, you've just got to be playful. The nice thing about kids is that they do reconnect you a bit with your sense of playfulness. And I think I probably used to take getting dressed up a lot more seriously than I do now. Do you know what I mean? And it is part of that thing where you get older and you get to know yourself a bit better. And I think I definitely dress better than I used to, because you know who you are and
you know what works for you.
As you were saying, it is just that thing of being able to very quickly pull something together and chuck it on, and you need a bit of confidence, and I think you have to grow into that really. And I think that becoming a mum can actually make you more stylish, apart from the fact that you're covered in yogurt and children, which is never a brilliant look. But I think you become more decisive, and that's probably quite an important part of discovering your own style, and that comes with age as well, I think,
absolutely,
whether you have kids or not.
As a mother of 2 teenage children, it's worth mentioning that they get a bit embarrassed about you wearing certain things. So even when you think you're being very, very stylish, there's a stage in your life, but they just say, oh God, you're not wearing that bright pink sweater, are you, Mum? But actually you've grown into your skin, you think, you know what, kids? It's fine. I look great in that.
Yeah, they'll probably appreciate it when they get to that 20s. They'll be amazing. You just have to pray that day is going to come. But really, it's all about, for me as well, just choosing things that you can chuck in the washing machine, and don't save your best dress for best. Don't save things for best. You'll want to look back and see a picture of yourself on a sunny day in the park with your kids wearing a really nice dress instead of it being in your wardrobe and you've been out wearing some old sweatshirt because you don't want to get it dirty. I just think pick things you can wash.
And I think my favourite thing, a couple of things that you do need as I'm a mum of a 1-year-old.
Let's do it. Let's do this.
Practical terms, there are a couple of things. Number 1, hands-free bag. I went for my
all about the crossbody bag.
My daughter. Hands-free. That I was thinking would be perfect for my weekends. Crossbody, pram or baby, and hands-free. That's number 1.
And also a small bag, because then you can put the big bag full of baby stuff on the buggy and keep the small bag with your phone and a pen on you.
Exactly. And another thing, in the winter, is a great coat. A coat with lots of pockets and something that can, you can literally be wearing your pajamas underneath. Put a coat on, and it can pull your look together and make you look quite slick quite quickly. So I think those would be my 2 number 1s. Mum of a baby, or toddler I should say, must buy.
Good essentials. And also get your jeans slightly higher, because you will be basically kneeling down for the first 3 to 4 years of parenthood. A lot of bending, a lot of I don't know what it's like when you get to the teen point. It's probably less of that.
Oh well, they definitely don't want to see anything peeping out. Even more
terrible, terrible for leading us there. Okay, I think we're going to talk about colour next, and that is a question from Summer. Hello, Summer, are you there?
Hi, yes, I'm here.
Yes.
So I love wearing color, but I'm not sure that I always get it right. So please help.
Is that for me?
That is for you, Jacqueline.
Hi, Summer. I don't think you should be frightened of colour. I mean, looking at you anyway today, you've got this lovely, long dark hair, and lovely sort of dark complexion. So I think that's just from me to you. I don't think you should be frightened of colour, but I think a lot of people are. And I think what I'd say is maybe stick to accessories first of all. I mean, I think we're all involved in the fashion industry, so we're not frightened about wearing lots of colour today.
I was.
But
I'm not anymore. I'm not scared.
Breaking down the boundaries.
But I think you can be brave. Just if you're wearing your simple jeans, take a colourful sweater, and then maybe just think, actually, rather than just putting on a dark jacket, how will that sort of orangey colour look with sort of pink? Do a bit of clashing that way, but maybe keep part of your outfit a little bit more grounded in terms of a neutral or a navy or a black or something like that. So I think that's a good lead into colour. And then I think the other thing is accessories. We talked about the gold shoes before, but equally, just even if you were just wearing simple black or simple navy, just a pop of colour from some shoes or a bag just gives you that little bit of confidence, and actually just a bit of playful fun as well.
How many colours in one outfit, right? Because a friend of mine has the 3 colour rule, and it is the quickest way to get dressed, because you don't look matchy, because if you've just got, say, I don't know, pink and blue, then, it can be a bit too
Yeah,
the same.
it can be over.
But if you throw another colour in there, then it breaks it up. So you've got, you know, black, white, yellow, silver, and it's kind of just you can do
Christian Dior said that, something about don't ever wear more than 3 colours or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I think that's a top tip.
Okay.
I also think that to get in there, to try colour, you should probably start it with something that you're really comfortable wearing. So, for example, if you wear jeans, you just put a colourful, you know, sweater. Just start like mixing it in with your
baby
wardrobe.
steps.
Yeah, baby steps with something that you're really comfortable wearing, and then gradually you can become more brave.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Christine? Are you big on colour, generally?
No, not at all. I never wear color, and I like color on others, but as long as you pick a color that actually suits you, I think that's very important. Otherwise, it will do nothing for you. And I think it's okay to not wear color. So if she, for example, is not comfortable with wearing color, then she shouldn't. But there's lots of accessories to still get a little bit of color in it. Or, I mean, you're all wearing like bright lipstick and like nail polish.
Exactly, yes, because this navy is quite kind of neutral, isn't it? But I thought it would look nice with a red lip. And I think the thing is, do you think that's because people are scared of getting it wrong, that sometimes they shy away from colour? And are you worried? Do you worry about that with fashion? Do you think,
well, normally I would just wear it around the periphery, so it would be nails or shoes or earrings or something. But I don't know. I got made over last week by, do you know the fabulous fashionistas?
Yes.
Sue Kreitzman, who's the artist who wears red and big glasses, and she made me up like her, and I loved it. So I think maybe it's had a lasting impact.
Yeah. It does change your mindset, I think, if you've got something bright. Especially, I like a bright shoe to look down on and be cheered up. But especially on a day like today where it's cold and wet here. Yeah.
And it's interesting that people are so frightened of colour, but when you think about if you walk into a lovely house, they've got, beautiful flowers on the table. Just that lovely feeling that you see, when you see those flowers in the colour and what that does. And I mean, you could be, that vase of flowers in a way. I mean, you can be, it really does.
But it's funny because I've never ever worn this much colour. This is sort of like quite, a departure for me, and I do feel really comfortable in it. It's really strange. Yeah, it's weird because it's
for sure.
And quite a few people have commented and said today how fabulous it is.
And you've got to be able to have fun getting dressed up. That's the main thing. It's got you can't be so paralysed by fear of like, what will people think? That's the point of getting dressed up. It's like it's playing, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think wear what makes you happy. I think.
Yeah, but I think you've matched your sweater with your shoes, which is kind of a smart thing because it doesn't look too like busy or something.
Yeah.
It's still sort of.
Oh, I like that you said it's a smart thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
it was obviously intentional. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for that. I think that is your question answered very admirably. And finally, a question from me. Obviously, you're all very stylish ladies, but have you ever got it wrong? And if so, how? What happened?
I think is there a photo somewhere? Not.
I think we've got the photos.
There are photos. Well, it was mainly. I would say that's me. The one on the right. That's me and my friend. When I was, that's me and my brother. My head shop. My brother looks more stylish than I do there, and that was me. About 30 years ago actually when I was a student, and I think it wasn't really the clothes, it's the hair I think that was pretty, but when I look back now I think it's a bit of a scare cut, and I used to spend a lot of time on that, a lot of time crimping and backcombing and hairspraying it, and if there's a hole in the ozone layer over Manchester, that's my fault.
Caused by you. And what about your signature style on your blog? What would you say then?
Oh God, I just wear jeans all the time. I live in jeans and jackets, mainly flat shoes, or quite mannish brogues and ankle boots. So sort of quite glamorous tomboy. I like a bit of casual glamour. I like a glam boy. A lady boy, a glam boy. I always sort of like to have something kind of feminine or a bit trashy, like the earrings. Or,
a little bit of twinkle.
Yeah.
It's no bad thing.
A little bit of sparkle.
What about you, Lara?
My style?
Well, a little bit of both. I mean, tell me about the getting it wrong, and then we could go into getting it right on your blog.
The late 90s, where my fashion icon was Jennifer Lopez. So I went a bit too glamorous. I remember at my sister's 18th birthday, I had a dress with like a slit right to the front, and I look back and it's just quite cringy. So I hide.
Was it like her jungle dress with the Versace?
Black. Luckily, it wasn't a printy tropical print, but it was quite.
That particular one was backless, frontless.
And a Diamante took and way too much makeup on. So I've now gone from Jennifer Lopez to more of a Gwyneth Paltrow kind of look, a bit more demure. Okay. So I think that would be my fashion faux pas. And in terms of my style, I like to think that it's quite classic, but always with a twist and a bit of sparkle on top. I like to say I love colour. I'm really not afraid of wearing it during the day or to dress up. And I'm very playful. I try new things, and I always think, well, there's actually you can fail my outfits, or you can say you can love them on my blog, and I'm actually quite interested to see when people fail them. I think that's the kind of feedback I want.
So you don't mind that? People could fail stuff on wearing it today?
I enjoy that. I like seeing that on the blog, and that's why it's there. So it's all about being, having fun with getting dressed. Absolutely.
Okay. And Christine, what about fashion chips? What would we see wearing on fashion? And have you ever got it wrong?
Well, I know I get it wrong all the time, because when I'm at home I wear sweatpants all the time. It's my favorite. As soon as I come home I change into sweatpants.
Is it a cashmere sweatpant though? Because
no,
I'm getting cashmere vibes.
No, I wish. No, they're actually really old, and it's like the older they get, the more they become my favorites. So that's definitely wrong, I know, but I don't care because I'm at home. But I think on my blog you see me wear, well, I think it's kind of a combination of what you just said. It's a little bit tomboy, but I often dress up with heels, but then with just casual jeans and with heels.
I've seen some great trainers on your blog as well. You love a trainer, don't you?
Yeah. And oversized. I like everything oversized. Oversized coats and trousers and everything.
Love that. Fashion chips, the combination of two great things.
Perfect. Oversized coat over the track pants. Like Laura said, it works.
That's a great idea,
What, just to put what over track pants? Tell me again, Alison.
The oversized coat, like Laura said, just get the coat and you can go out in your pyjamas.
Not that I ever did. No, not that.
Sullying your reputation all over the internet. And what about you, Justine? Any skeletons in your closet that you want to get out there?
I don't think I've ever made any fashion faux pas. I think a bit down memory lane, I think I've done that whole 1980s thing where the body was, slipped up and let me down. That's no more. So I think the thing is, as I get older, I realise that the more I try, it's like dressing up too much. Sometimes you just don't need to. So no, I look fine most of the time. But I mean, my style's quite simple. In fact, I've recently got a new boyfriend, and I think he told one of his friends that I was a fashion designer, and he said, "Oh my God!" They all said, "Oh, what's she going to be wearing? Something really weird, very weird, like some designer clothing." But he said to them, "Oh no, she wears things that are very simple and very elegant," which I thought which is nice. And I just wear quite simple things. I do wear a lot of blue. Everybody that knows me knows that I wear a lot of blue. But yeah, I'll play with colour. I love Boden. I work for Boden. I've worked for a few years, so
it's just seeped into your consciousness.
Yeah, and I love print. So I love the whole sort of vintage print thing as well.
All right.
So that's important to me.
We consider that answer. Thank you very much, and thank you to all of you guys. Have been phenomenal. So have our contributors online. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
That's it from us. Lovely to speak to you. Until next time. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you later.